In this short video, you're going to learn about the ReCat feature and how it can save your team hours every single week by making it easy to manage and ask your clients about uncategorized transactions. You can find the ReCat feature by clicking the Transaction tab on the client profile. At first, you'll be asked to integrate with the client's QBO file. Once you do that, you'll see this view here. One thing to note is we have default accounts for where we're going to pull the uncategorized transactions from, but you can easily add any other accounts for uncategorized transactions. Once they've been added, you'll be able to see the uncategorized transactions for that client. You can then easily categorize and approve the transaction and send it back to QuickBooks Online if you know what it's for, or if you don't, you can easily ask your client about the transaction by hitting share. This will then send the transactions to the portal for the client to review. Once you've shared all the transactions, you want to hit send now to notify the client. One quick tip is to also set up client reminders. You can automatically remind the client every few days about the transactions until they've actually finished reviewing them. So now let's go look at what the client sees. The client will then get an email notification that looks like this. It'll have your firm's logo at the top. It'll have the client's name, your name, and the firm's name to build trust. And then they'll easily be able to view the transactions by clicking the button in the email. It then takes them directly into their client portal through the secure Magic Link technology. So they don't have to create an account, they don't have to type in a password or username, but it is still secure with our 2FA method. Then they'll be able to view the transactions that you want them to review. They can tell you what the transaction's for. So let's say this is for a car wash. Maybe this is for Facebook advertising. And the client can also upload receipts or documents to the transaction for you to review, as well as add additional feedback and context around the transaction or ask you questions. Once they've finished updating it, they can then send you the updates. Then it's going to send those updates back to Financial Sense and notify you inside the app and via email. So when you come back to the transaction page on the client's profile, you'll then see that these are ready for review. You'll see the details that the client shared with you about the transactions, and you could view the documents and comments as well. Now that you have the details, you can categorize it. So you can say maybe this is for automobile. This is for automobile as well. And this is for advertising. Now that you have them categorized, you can easily approve them and send them to QuickBooks Online. Once the transactions are approved, it will update the category for that transactions in QuickBooks Online automatically. It will also include the description as well as the documents that the client shared on the transaction. So you will always have those for reference. Making it easy to ask your clients about uncategorized transactions and push those updates to QuickBooks Online so you can ditch those time-consuming spreadsheets and stop chasing down your clients for information.